Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet.
And that means it's time for Vibrant You, coming up here on KLFD, AM 1410 and FM 95.9. We got two of the crew here this morning. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
We're great.
Good.
You know, you guys missed it, and maybe Shane will capture it on our video, but Randy was rocking out to our little tune.
Rocking out.
I
You're
saw you
feeling the
doing a
theme
little-
song.
I kind of do.
It's kind of catchy.
Gets
It
stuck in
is.
your head. And you can't get it out.
Wow.
It is stuck in here.
I never thought about that before.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be there all day.
All right.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for having us.
Sure,
and
you bet.
welcome to another Vibrant You Live.
Yeah.
I'm Jane,
And I'm Bo.
and Nathan is not here today, so hopefully he'll be back next week. So last week we ended up talking about latency and how you needed to have a low latency to have some quality internet, and then you needed to have high bandwidth to have more quality internet. So this week we're going to be talking about digital photos and basically kind of how we share them, and you know, it's really significantly changed how we take pictures these days. So
Yeah. I mean, I think you can blame smartphones for most of that. So, you know, before you take a picture and you get it developed, you put it in a photo album. Now you just take a picture, you pull the phone out of your pocket, and you can, you know, do it right there. So I feel like the pictures we're taking maybe got less interesting because there are pictures of food and screenshots and pictures of your pocket and 1,000 pictures of your dog. But that's
so,
how
hey,
pictures.
question for you.
Yeah.
Well, and actually we'll ask the audience as well. So grab your phone and look to see how many pictures you actually have on your phone.
We did
Bo
that.
and yeah, we did. And so I have over 5,000 photos, and then I have 221 videos in my phone, and I have no idea what they are all about. But
And
they're
I
in there.
have 3,000 photos and like a couple hundred videos.
How about you?
And
Randy?
Randy's taking a look.
I don't know. I'm looking, but I don't know.
Scroll all the way up, and then
I don't know where
it'll
to
tell you.
You can scroll all the way
Other
down.
Yeah.
He's counting them individually, so we'll get back to you.
8. I got about 12 pictures. No. I don't know. Where do I find all that stuff?
If you
When
go
I
to
did it-
library and then all photos and scroll all the way to the bottom,
yeah.
it'll tell you. Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's not just photos from that phone. It's photos from your last 10 phones, typically, if you have a smartphone and you keep with the same brand. So it's really, it's changed over time. And it's something that, you know, people have to save their photos now. It's, you know, if you lose your phone, where does your photos go? They're not really printed off in an album. So we're going to walk you through, you know, where to save them, how you can share them, how you can print them, different things you can do. And, you know, Jane can talk a little bit about, you know, saving your photos.
Sure. Well, back in the day, you know, and you probably don't even remember all this.
I remember the day. I was there. I was back there.
You know, you take a picture and then you'd have to go develop the film, right? And we were so excited to get the film back because you didn't know what was taken for pictures. And
You know how good the photo was? You never
right,
knew.
that finger on the picture, you didn't know if that was there or not, or if you captured the moment. And so, and then after you took the picture, then you'd put them in a photo album and then look back at it. Well, we don't do that anymore. Everything, like you said, is in our phones, and we kind of don't really capture those moments or print them, so they kind of get lost. And so
They get maybe posted, but then after that,
Right.
yeah.
right, and so there's several ways to save them, and I am paranoid about losing photos. So
And why is that?
Well, I had a situation. Well, first off, my camera got stolen, so I wasn't able to use the SD card. It was gone. And then secondly, I lost a whole bunch of something happened to my camera on my phone. I can't remember which it was, but I lost a lot of pictures. So like I said, I'm paranoid. So I save them to my laptop. I have a zip drive that I save them to. I save them to the Walmart Photos and Shutterfly. So
So you're not losing any more photos.
no, not at all.
Never again.
I've heard that from somebody else in my house, too, that she saves them to a number of places.
Yes. Are you still looking for your pictures?
I can't find any number on this at all. I get my photos. They're all there, but
If you go all the way up, it'll be on the bottom.
I'm just
The other way.
He'll find
all
it.
the way
He'll
up.
find it.
See, now if we were kids, we'd just rip that phone away from
I know,
you.
you
Right?
take
Yeah.
it away from me.
So
I have 1,982 photos.
there you go.
There you go.
182 videos.
Wow, that's a lot
Yeah.
of video.
And well, I used to work for Verizon, so we would have to transfer a lot of those. And without fail, if you came in and I asked you how many photos you had, you'd say, "Oh, just a couple hundred."
Yeah.
And then we'd always multiply it by like 10 or 20, and
Well, I
then we'll
was
find the
gonna
real
say,
number.
I don't think I take that many pictures, but I
Apparently
guess
you
I
do.
take a few.
Yeah, that's probably on the low end. I've
I
seen
was gonna
people,
say, yeah.
hundreds of thousands of photos on your phone is not
Crazy.
unusual now.
Right. And so back to saving photos, there's just a lot of options that you can save for free. Dropbox is a very popular one. And then Google Photos, Apple iCloud, Amazon Photo, those are some other options. And then the sharing photos, my kids were really active in high school, and I have a Canon DSL, and I loved taking photos there. So in tennis, they would have senior night or parent night, and I would take a whole bunch of pictures, and then I would upload those from my DSL camera to my Shutterfly account. And then there's a great link that I was able to share with all the parents, and then they could use those for senior pictures or grad parties and that kind of stuff. And then marching band, I love taking marching band photos, and so those were super fun too. And I did the same thing. And even at St. Philip's School, I was in charge of our yearbook for my girls, and so we were able to upload and get all those pictures and then
Yeah.
share them with everybody. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and if you're around someone that has an iPhone, how is the easiest way to send photos?
Oh, AirDrop.
Yeah.
So when we're at an event for Meeker or Vibrant, and Shane's not there because he's our marketing person, so we AirDrop him all the time. And I mean, we should probably ask him how many photos he has, because I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he's got at least 4.
Well, he has 2 phones.
Yeah.
And, I don't. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and AirDrop's become pretty popular at like events and concerts. If you go to a concert, you'll just get random AirDrop photos, and like it's kind of a mystery box. So I don't know if you'd always want to accept them, but it's something that happens. And sometimes someone has a really cool photo of like if you're at a Twins game or something like that. So
I'm kind of laughing because have you been exposed to Dan's pranks at work?
yeah, our tech guy at work, he'll AirDrop us random photos. They're always hilarious. So if you get an AirDrop from Dan, that is one you want to accept most of the time.
And then we have that. And
And most often, if you take a picture, you're gonna text it to somebody. So that's probably the biggest way people share it. Or on Facebook Messenger, especially videos, those go through a lot easier on Messenger than they do over text. Or email. People email photos or albums, like Jane was talking about that she did with tennis. And another thing that I actually saw yesterday for the first time is a digital frame. So I've heard about these, and I was like, sounds cool, but I've never seen it. So this couple had a digital frame, and their grandkids and their kids would send them photos through an app. So if they go on vacation, they're here in town, and they're going to get photos from their vacation sent just automatically. And so you're going to get maybe 20 photos, this week, and then maybe you won't get new ones for a month, but you can share photos, videos, you can add captions to it.
you can sort it too,
You can,
right?
yeah, you can sort it by newest, oldest, or you can put the little heart and favorite them. And like, it just kind of keeps going. So if you're looking for a Christmas present or like a Mother's Day present, that's something I'm going to get. I added it to the list.
We ended up buying one for Grandma way back when, and it was really cumbersome. And so I'm glad that it's a little bit more technology friendly.
Yeah, obviously the
That's
first
fine.
versions of it they're expensive and they're kind of a hassle. This one is called the Skylight frame, so that one is very easy to use.
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
Do you guys have
We
anything
do
like
have
that?
we do
Yeah.
have one. It's one of the cumbersome ones,
Okay.
but this sounds cool.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah,
And,
every
and
couple
the nice
years.
thing is that everybody else can.
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes, like what you're sharing, you're like, I don't want a frame. What I'm not I'm sharing isn't that cool. I'm not a big picture taker, but odds are someone in your family is.
Yeah.
And they'll be the one to contribute to it.
Right. And I love watching that because it's amazing how fast kids grow, and you kind of forget what they look like, or it brings you right back to that moment. I really love that.
Yeah,
And
my
what you-
grandkids get pretty caught up in it too.
Yeah.
I'll see them over there, staring at this frame. Mm-hmm. Hey, there I am.
Yeah, you're like, I remember that. And printing is another way people share their photos. They can print them off. So Jane's going to talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So like I said, with having 2 girls and being very active in sports, I rarely print, but so when Hannah graduated, I didn't have Vibrant, and we were printing out photos for her grad party and different things, and the timeline to get from those pictures down, and I mean it was a nightmare because it was took so long. And now Lauren just graduated, and so we had her senior pictures. We were able to upload those really quickly. It was unbelievably fast. I love the upload speed, and you'll talk a little bit more about that later.
Yeah.
And then so all of those senior pictures were saved on our Shutterfly account, and there was a great special on photo albums. So I ended up printing off all of her senior pictures, and it was they were able to, like when people came to our party, they were able to look at her senior pictures, and then it was kind of fun because you can do so many grad party gifts or just gifts in general. In fact, on my phone, the back of my phone is pictures of my whole family, and so it's kind of those nice memories. And Lauren, this is really cool. One of our really close friends ended up getting her a bean bag, and it has all of our family pictures on there and everything. So
yeah,
good memories.
Yeah, and then that's one of the things. Printing isn't just printing out a regular photo and handing it to somebody. Now it's printing it on coffee mugs, T-shirts,
blankets.
Yeah, we have a blanket.
Exactly. Yeah, and some of them are like cool pictures, funny pictures. I mean, gay gifts. There's a whole bunch of different ways to do it. Depends on what the picture is. But yeah, and there's Shutterfly, there's Snapfish. There's a whole bunch of different companies that do this, and they're all fairly inexpensive, even depending on what you're gonna be putting the picture on. So great ideas for Christmas and birthday presents. And like Jane had mentioned, upload is very important when you are uploading that photo to where you want it to go. If you have internet that's in the 1 or 2 uploads, that's going to take a while. You're going to have to go do something else while that happens. And you talked about how it was instantaneous.
It was amazing. I know. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah. So when someone hears upload, they're not like sure exactly what I need it for, but this would be one of the main things that you're going to need it for, and you're going to notice a big difference too. And those files are also kind of large if you're going to do video. So, careful if you have a video, even if it's like a minute or 2 long, it doesn't seem very long, but when you're uploading it, it just takes a lot more time than you'd think.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you have questions on any of that, let us know. We obviously deal with this stuff every day. It's something that we use day to day. I actually got handed a camera the other day when hanging out with some friends, and it was a Polaroid camera. I didn't know what to do with it. It didn't have a zoom. I had to stand way back. So like Jane had mentioned, some of those technologies are rolling back around. So It's a little bit lower grade, but it's become more popular.
Lauren had requested an instant camera, and I'm like, you want what? And so it was this cool thing. So it was little teeny tiny pictures, and so then she put them all up of her friends and at her room, and then the other thing, we were kind of talking about this earlier. Randy probably remembers the weddings. So it's like the digital disposable cameras.
Yeah.
How many weddings were you at where they put the disposable cameras?
You had a garbage bag full of cameras when you're done?
I even got married before that. So
wow. Yeah, people probably still have those disposable cameras sitting somewhere that never got developed. So if you want a fun project, go get them developed. You can then put them digitally onto your cloud or onto Facebook.
Yep.
Lauren wanted them at her grad party, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Her dad used to have heydays with those things, and he would go places, and I'm like, what are you doing now? But
and if you are into photography, smartphones are very popular, but they're still really, really high-end cameras. My friend, he takes pictures at football games, so he took me to a Bethel football game, handed me a camera with a lens that was as long as my arm, and just told me to start playing with it. So there's some crazy technology.
Fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
The camera industry has not stopped. It's just gotten crazier and crazier. So you can take some really, really cool motion pictures. The zoom functions are insane. So if you're into camera, I would take a look at some of the new technology they have.
Capturing those events.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of events, we have one that's going on right now. Randy's got a Twins shirt on, and we have currently a busload of Meeker members going to a Twins game.
Cool.
And so we sponsor this. We've been doing it in the years past, but after COVID, when we started this up again, where Meeker members can go to a Twins game, they get the bus there, the bus back. You don't have to worry about traffic, and so that's a fun event we have going on right now. And then coming up, we have Meeker Co-op's going to be at the Farm Fest in Redwood County, and that's going to be August 1st through the 3rd. And then we also have the Meeker County Fair coming up. That's going to be August 3rd through the 6th, right across the street from the high school.
And we're going to be there, so if you want to stop by and say hi or sign up.
Take some pictures of us. We'll show you how to upload them.
Nice.
Yeah. And then if you have any questions for us, if you want to re-watch this episode, share this with friends or family. We do air these on Facebook and YouTube on our channels the next day. So just type in Vibrant Broadband. You can watch it again. You can share it with someone that you know, or you can also listen live here every Wednesday, KLFD at 10:30.
And if you have any questions, give us a call. We are at 693-3231. You can also visit our website for Vibrant information. Just go to vibrantbroadband.com and get your daily dose of fiber, because who wouldn't want to be vibrant?
That's a good question. Well, we want to thank Randy and thank KLFD, and thank you for listening. I'm Bo.
And I'm Jane.
And tune in next Wednesday for another Vibrant U Live.
Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet. Vibrant broadband internet.